For this video we have applied what we have learned previously. We added more floor plans. We configured all the sides of our exterior and all the collisions of the apartments. We also configured the hierarchy for all apartments. Now it's time to add our gallery images. With an interactive app, we can also add more static renderings and 360 images to the scenes that we put together. For that we are going to use the first three sections of the editor. In Gallery Images we will create and import the JPG or PNG images. Gallery groups will be used to create the groups or categories, and assign multiple images to those sections. And gallery will be the final gallery with the groups to be shown in the gallery and the images assigned to these groups. The gallery is what we will assign to the node blueprint. We will now add the images and import them. Remember, all names must match perfectly in the file, the image and the locator. We can now create the group. In this case we will call it simply exterior. Then, we can group all the exterior images that we have. And finally, we create the gallery, and we include the group that we have already created. There are two types of ways to display images, using full galleries and with thumbnails. The gallery will be the complete interface where we will see all the assigned photos and groups. The gallery of thumbnails will be the one that activates small thumbnails properly positioned on the floor plan we want. First we will assign the gallery to our building in the Node Blueprints section and test the app. We can then enter our gallery in the added image. To use the thumbnails, we must define where in the scene it will be shown. For this we go to Edit Scene of our building, and this time, on the image that we need, we enter locators. Here we simply choose the location and use the same name of the image that we want to locate. We go back to the node blueprint of our building, deselect the gallery and assign the gal thumb. We can use the same gallery. We run our application, activate the thumbnails, and we can see how it is positioned correctly. We can create another image called Pool A, another group called Amenities and assign it to our gallery. We will also add a 360 image for an apartment and create a new group called Views 360. Finally we create the locator in the scenes and we also assign the complete gallery to show with the thumbnail gallery. Now we can test again. We observe now that we can have both options of galleries, and if we open the gallery, we will be able to see both groups. We will also add specifications to show our project information. First, we will add our section and assign it to the specification. With this, we can have text information for each scene, so we must assign these specifications to our outdoor scene. This text needs to be added or edited from the admin after saving our project. So, we go to the admin site and we will find the corresponding section. Then, we edit it with the information we want. Now that we're here, we can also change the label and label short for our gallery. We also check that all the apartments configured from the editor have valid values. All these property values will be used to set up the filters. Every filter we create must have a correctly defined value. So, based on the properties information from the admin, we can create a filter for rooms, prices and status. In the editor we go to the filters section and add the first one. This filter will be used to show availability information, we will call it status. We leave the slider property blank. This option will be used if we add filters that we require to use sliders to show more than 3 different values. We mark this or red checkbox so we can merge this filter results with other filter results, and we assign a name for the group of filters we want to combine. We can use just filter group 1 as a name, and finally, add as condition that shows only apartments. Now we just need to modify our color mod to show different colors on filter pass. We will use green for available status, yellow for reserved, and red for sold. And don't forget to assign this filter to the node blueprint. We will also add a filter for price. This will have a slider to show multiple values, so we select price in US dollars. We mark again the check to combine with other filters and write the same name we set on past filter, which is filter group 1. We define conditions to show only apartments as well. And we do the same for the rooms filter, selecting the correct slider property. We assign those filters to Node Blueprint again and test the app. This same process can be repeated with any other filter we need.